Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be doing Guild Wars World Event. And yeah, they put out some news for the next Vault event, kinda. It was on the forum. It was by a dev. So I'm hoping it's true. They would have to backpedal and, say they made a mistake if it's not true, though. So we can hopefully hold them to it. Alright, let me clicky-clack here for a second. I got Red Guild Wars today. That's like my newest team. New as in a couple months. Not super new. Alright, going back. But yeah, the Vault event, the one they announced is not the day I thought it was going to be. Not the day that they have scheduled on Terran's World. But it's better because it's sooner. Might as well just say it right now. They said it's going to be February 10th. They actually said 11th, but 11th is a Saturday, and Vaults start on a Friday. So the 10th of February will be the next Vault event. Supposedly, that's what the dev said, Kafka said in the forums. So, what up, Chris Lazama? How's it going? I'll probably repeat this information later since wait for some people to get here, but some people watch after the fact, and they can hear it early. Alright, so let me do the customization. Let's go to Guild Wars, show you what's going on here. We're on Red Day today. Subscriber only for 1 minute. Save. Gotta get to live chat. How'd I do yesterday? I'm down pretty far. I had a kind of crappy Guild Wars last time. I wouldn't say crappy, it was just like annoying because I went 4-1 like every single day, I think. Which is like, you can't overhaul, rehaul, whatever you want to say, every single team if you go 4-1. Like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of annoying. Like if I go 3-2, I'm like, okay, this team is on the chopping block for sure. If I go 5-0, it's nowhere near the chopping block. But if you go 4-1, you're like, I don't know, I could do better, but I could do worse. Should I keep it? Did I just have a bad day? Like, you don't know what to do when you go 4-1. But I'm way down here, 5-0 yesterday. I'm a Vanguard. About in the middle of the pack, actually. I think I'm like 13th or 14th. So middle of the pack in Bracket 2 in a top 20 guild. Had a bad Guild Wars last time. 4-1 the whole, across the board. But getting back on track here with the 5-0 yesterday. I think it was Yellow Day. Live. My yellow team is Gorgatha, Divinish Bala, or Gorgatha, Rope Dart, Divinish Bala, Keelan. Pretty sure. If you haven't had Yellow Day yet, which would be like PC Mobile, stuff like that. Yo, Chad! Chad's been a member for 20 freaking months, a puppet master at that. Morning, afternoon, Sunny, and Sinners. What up, Chad? Let me get in there, do the live chat. Chris Lazama says, I managed to get 9,616 with my green team yesterday. Nice, dude. That's like about as high as you can get. I think 9,650 is like the highest I've ever seen. And I've heard of people saying they've seen a little bit higher than that, but there is like a cap. Like you can't do it in less than a certain amount of turns. You can't take less than 0 damage. Like there's a cap on it, but I think it's like 9,700. Like 10,000 is probably the real cap. I'm just theorizing here and telling y'all what I think about it. I'm not saying like I know for sure. I think 10,000 is like the real most you could score in Guild Wars, but there's certain things to where you could not like do it. It's impossible. So the real like highest score you could get is like 9,700, but that's like super hard to get to because you'd have to do everything perfectly in like one turn. So like 96 something is like what you're going to see as the highest scores. Like if you look through my guild here, for people that have only done one day, 9608, you know, I think everybody's starting on the second day, so I can't. 9,416, 9,487, 9,458. Like, it's hard to get up there to 97. And somebody probably knows exactly the exact amount that you could score, like the highest you could score, but like Twisted's really good, 9608. So Chris, man, you got like the highest score you could probably get almost. Oh, your teammate got 9700. Wow, yeah, that is a perfect score, I would say. Yo, Fear has been a member for 6 months. Thank you so much. That's a long time. Chad with the 10, you're a freaking legend. Appreciate you, bro. All right. Let me a couple more things here and we'll get started. Guild Wars, you know how it goes. You get mad if you do bad and you get happy if you do good. It's mass anxiety. I think this is the most anxious event in the entire game. Don't you think? Other people like see your score. If you do bad, like you're hurting your guild kind of. Like any other event, it's not really a big deal. This isn't really a big deal either, but like if you're expected to do well and then you don't do well, if you're just a new player in a new guild, like nobody cares really. You could go 0-5 all week as long as you're trying. But if you're like in a high level guild and you get Paragon here and there and you're like expected to be one of the good players and you do terribly, like it's anxiety because it's the only event in the whole entire game where it feels like that. Like world event, who cares? If you score middle of the pack, oh well, like you did your part. Any other guild event, like who cares, right? But for Guild Wars, it's like super anxiety and stressful because it's more important how you score and like how you do and all that. It doesn't have to be, but like if you're in bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like if your guild's really trying, like if you score bad, you're gonna be stressed out. It just is what it is. Like depends what kind of guild you're in though. You can make it not stressful. You can just set your defense, do your best. It doesn't have to be stressful, but it's the only event that's potentially stressful and anxious. I only did 2 on the Sentinels. I'm trying to save gems. Especially I'm way down in the middle of the pack, so... my defend teams, I won 1 so far, yay. Let's get the team up. Guild Wars Red. Here's the team. Could show the code. This team originally came from Fearless... Or was it Fetal, I think? Came from Fetal. Well, let's show this while I finish up things I need to do on the laptop. If you want to copy it down or something, you have a second to do that. How's everybody doing today? Sounds like Chris is doing well. Couple people scoring super high in your guild. You guys are probably going to win. Alright. Do that. Bang, bang. I think I have one more quickie clack. Yeah, hit that like as you come into the stream. Let's get some more people in here. The sooner you hit the like, the sooner everybody that's watching hits the like, the sooner like more people come through, and then we're just all smart. It's a bigger hive mind. We're all smarter. We're all, yeah, somebody hilarious could come. You never know. It's just more fun. So hit the like as you join up here. All right, I got that. All right, come on, dum-dum. But I'll read the vault thing here. So if you're just getting here, on the forums, it's under the information about bans thread. So there's not like a specific thread about the vault event. So you got to go to the information about bans thread and go to like all the way to the bottom and look for Kafka's response here. And she says, I don't know if you guys already know this or not. I just haven't gone over it, so I don't pay attention to other channels except for like one, so I don't know what they've been posting. Kafka, the dev, says, sorry for how long it took to get confirmation on this. The Vault event will be held next weekend of the 11th. Which, you know, the weekend starts on the 10th, but it is the weekend of the 11th, so she's not wrong there. People were calling her out below saying, well, why are you saying the 11th if it's the 10th? I mean, it's the weekend of the 11th. She's not wrong. One thing that people did point out, though, is that's Super Bowl weekend. So, you know, they canceled one because of, like, they canceled something because of Christmas. Super Bowl is pretty high up there for at least the U.S. Like, it's almost a holiday for us. So, it's like we're having another holiday vault event. I bet you a lot of people aren't going to be playing Gems of War on Sunday night or whatever it is. All right, let me about to get started on the matchup. But what's up, Chris, Will, Chad, Fear? What's up, y'all? Your guild competes for Paragon? Yeah, I used to get Paragon quite a bit, especially in my last guild. But this guild is better, so it's harder. But I did get Paragon one time in this guild, so I always have that. I can always say that. The first time I joined up, the first Guild Wars we had with this guild, I got Paragon. So I came in with a bang, like I was strutting in with my theme music. You know what I mean? Got Paragon the very first Guild Wars that I joined this guild. And then ever since I haven't. I got like second place a couple times, I think. But only one time have I been Paragon in this guild. But in Bats Out of Hail, I was Paragon, can't even tell you how many times. At least 10, more than 10. But let's go. Let's go set our medals first of all. We don't have any way to cleanse, I don't think, and that's always a problem. So I'll probably just go with Orpheus. It's just the safest way to play. One thing that I didn't think about was the new gem helps against the double empowered converters. I didn't think about that till Mr. T said it, actually. Credit where credit's due. But yeah, maybe that's why they put it in the game. All the double empowered converts in Guild Wars, and they put it out right as a Guild Wars was happening. Like those gems that steal 2 mana, the blue ones, the spirit gems. You know, something that starts empowered with full mana. If you can match one of those spirit gems, or you can maybe use the Inari or just blow up the board with a spirit gem on it, like right away, you can steal mana from those empowered converters, and you won't have to worry about it, like, right away. So a lot of people, I think, have been switching up their defend teams because of the Inari, the new troop, the new gem. Yeah. Put on my Orpheus, right? Let's go. We're starting with Guild Wars. I don't recommend you do that, because you could get pissed off and hate the game for the rest of the day. But I gotta do it because I gotta make sure I get it done during the live stream, so... And this is what people probably want to see. But Doomed Crossbow, Angry Mob, Zul'Goth, the Graveseer, let's go. It's Red Day, right? Yes, okay, double check. Elementalist and Orpheus, just good practice. Let's all dance and throw our pants in the air. What up, David? What up, Glorf? What up, Mumvin? Chris says, wife and I have never made Paragon. Are you like a super high-level guild, maybe? This is pretty hard sometimes. Alright, we're frozen, but we're only frozen on yellow and red, which doesn't matter too much. They're frozen on red and brown. Their team is kind of weird, so I think we're okay here. I'm going to go ahead and cast my... If I cast this, I'll get more out of it than if I just match that, because I'll also get this up here and whatnot, so I think I'm going to cast it. So we're not frozen on purple. And we got it, so give us a lot of purple. Now we got Zul'Goth, we can take out their most dangerous, like King Heliodor, maybe the hero. One of those two. I think I want to take out King Heliodor. He does true damage. That's more scary than the hero just doing some light physical. Crush him in the face. Sure. And let's go Angry Mob. Man, we pretty much got this in the bag. We just got to finish them off now. And let's just do Skulls. We'll save all of our... If you have a situation like this in Guild Wars, make sure you take the Skulls. You want to save your mana and use it efficiently. It's part of the scoring, so you don't want to be like casting Zul'Goth right now. Plus, an instant kill is worth less than like hitting them with Skulls here. So the way I gain the most points right here is hitting them with Skulls, I'm pretty sure. Maybe the Angry Mob would be okay, but I think he wouldn't kill. He might not kill, so... I think that's the best move there. The Zul'Goth would have been the worst move. Instant kills are worth less than doing all the damage to them. Even true damage is worth less than doing physical. It's just like you got to do what you got to do to get those wins, though. I wouldn't recommend trying to do physical damage like just to get more points, but like skull spam teams, if you can make them work during Guild Wars, you can score really high. But I also call them glass cannons because they can backfire. You can get 3 and 2. So if you're really, really trying for that Paragon and you just can't break through for some reason, your teams are probably a little bit too safe. You may want to go with some skull spam teams and just try it 1 week and see if you can make it happen. Like, let's say somebody just keeps getting Paragon over and over and over, and you keep getting second place or third place or whatever. Like, if you want to try to break through one time, try some skull spam teams because they're going to do skull damage, all their HP, all their armor. You're going to, like, do all those skulls. You're going to hopefully do it quickly. It's just, also you could go 3 and 2 and it could backfire, but like a glass cannon type of, at least, you know, try it on a couple days maybe. Maybe not every single day. That's what I do. Like, I have my green team as a skull spam. My yellow team's kind of a skull spam. That one's kind of, but it's also an instant kill, so. Then I have some true damage. You gotta do a mixture, really, I think. But what do I know? The team I used to use on Red Day was Dawnbringer, Yao Gui, Queen Titania, and, like, something else. I can't remember. Something red, of course. I think Ragnagord was up top. But you could do Angry Mob with that, too. Like, on this team here, you could use Dawnbringer with Angry Mob and, like, then do the Yao Gui, Queen Titania thing. That used to work for me, but just wasn't working anymore. Mumfin says, is that your defense team too? No. My defend team is probably crappy, and I don't really like showing them. Because I don't really care as much as other people. But here's my defend team. It's just like a random Glaceon, Outer Father, Doomed Blade thing. At least I'm turning the red gems into... At least I'm doing something, I guess. Some of my teams are competent, but some of them are just random. Like, I have Divine Spalakeelan. I got... you know, Gob Truffle. This one's totally random right here. I kind of even switched it up before this Guild War started because I thought it was too random. And we got like Arachnean Weaver, Orb Weaver business that's probably not in the right order with the right troops. Then we got the Queen Titania Yao Gui thing that's... I'm like turning the color. Like on Brown Day, I'm turning brown to red. On Red Day, I'm turning red to skulls. Like I'm getting rid of it. So, I don't know, there's a little bit of thought, but I'm not a big, like, I'm going to, like, work on it, but I just feel most people, especially beginners and then mid-range players, should worry more about setting their 24 different defends and not so much about, like, trying to win at first. And then even, like, as you get towards the early end game, still just make sure you set your 24 different defends. Still make sure you're doing awesome on offense, tweaking your offensive teams, concentrating on offense, concentrating on setting your 24 different defends. Like the part where you like try to win with your defend teams, that should be a very small percentage of your energy. And maybe like a copy-paste situation where you copy-paste a team that beat you in the past. I don't think you should be like spending a lot of time on it until like you're in bracket 1, you know, if you're really high up, of course, go for it. Spend a lot of time on it. It does help if you can repel people. But a lot of people are down low in their guild, too, like, and they don't even face that many people. You could be way down in your guild and, like, fight one person or no people. So all the time you spend on that defend team, nobody's even fighting you, so it's a big waste of time. So that's why I say if you're the Paragon or, like, right up there pretty high in a high bracket, then, yeah, you can worry about your defense, like, a lot more. Because more people are going to fight you, it's going to matter more. But for most people, for 90% of people, you should just copy-paste a team or just set 24 different defense and just move on and get better on offense. Like, even I'm still struggling to feel like I need to, like, do better on defense. I'm, like, not even worried about it, really. I want to do better on offense. I want to get Paragon. If I start getting Paragon every single week, then I'll be able to spend some time on my defensive teams. But that's not the case. So I'm more, like, worried about offense. Like, I need to get Paragon first, and then I'll worry about... That's what I think you should do. Honestly. If you're not getting Paragon, then you need to worry about your offensive teams. Because you can go 0 for everything on defense and still get Paragon. So if you're not getting Paragon, you're obviously not doing something right on offense. Like everybody's not getting Paragon. So don't think it as like a diss or something. I'm not getting Paragon. I'm not doing something right on offense, right? So you need to spend more time on your offensive teams, maybe tweak those, then think about defense, because you're not getting Paragon. So you're doing something wrong with your offense, and offense is more important. So unless you're getting Paragon, then go for it. Then that's the next step. Work on your defensive teams. You're going to need to like have good defensive teams because you're the Paragon, you're the last line of defense. But if you're not, you should probably work more on your offensive teams and like copy paste some defensive teams or just set 24 different defends. You know how I feel about that. I rant and rave about this. I just think people spend too much time on it. I'm not Paragon, so I'm going to work on my offense and get better at offense until I'm Paragon. Then I'll worry about my defense. Because then it'll be more important. Right now, it's not that important. A couple people fight me. Most of them are going to win, whether I have a good team or not. Who cares? I mean, your guild leader doesn't want to hear me say this, and they're probably telling you something else. And that's fine, because that's what they got to say. They're the guild leader, and they want everybody to have a good defense team. But also, they probably want you to have a good offensive team. They probably also want to see you go 5-0 and like get Paragon, like more than they care about your defensive team. They're going to mention it because, of course, they want you to have a good defensive team. But deep down, if you had to choose, as a guild leader, as a Paragon even, if I had to choose between this person going 5-0 all week and getting Paragon or spending a bunch of time on their defensive teams, I would say, bro, go 5-0 all week and get Paragon, please. We need those points. Green to purple. We're frozen on this guy again, which is cool. That's like the best one to be frozen on. We got them frozen on red and green, which is good because this turns brown to red. And we got a yellow extra turn, but we can't use it because we're frozen on yellow. We don't have our conversion. Might go with the blue to brown, or the yellow to blue to brown. Take this, get that. Get that. And that'll mess up the yellow extra turn so they can't take it. Alright, cool. They got this too, though. Blue gems to red. They're still frozen on red. You would think that would have gave me an extra turn somehow, right? We got this, though. So I'll probably do... I can do this up here first. I'm not frozen on... I am frozen on red. Never mind. So I'm gonna do this. Alright. We're still like not... I'm glad they're frozen on red, because that would be bad. But I'm frozen on red too. Maybe I take the blue and the purple over here. Let me look at the board for a sec. We got skulls, but I'd almost rather them take the skulls. I'm gonna do blue to purple, I think. That's a lot of mana for Zul'Goth. Can't take the red extra turns. I'm frozen on red. They can't take them either, so it doesn't matter if I leave them. I think this is the best move. Or maybe I can do it this way, even. Does that really even matter which way? Yeah, because they might get I think I'm going to go this way just for fun. Or I could do it like this. Does it matter? If I do it like that, maybe they won't get the... I'll go like this. Just the way I feel like doing it. Are we going to win this one? I wish I wasn't frozen on red down there. That'd be great. I wish my Orpheus medal would go off, please. Now they got their freaking Yao Gui. They're going to hit me really hard. That's no fun. I think I'm going to take red up into skulls. And just hope they don't kill me with their Yao Gui. They won't get an extra turn, but they're going to hit me really hard, which sucks. I'll be getting some red. I'll be getting some skulls. It'll explode a little bit. I think that's the move. Okay. Ooh, I got this. I wish I would have got a little bit more. I wish I would have went down and hit the Yao Gui too. We're still frozen on red. I'm probably just going to blow up the board with Angry Mob here. That's the move. Okay, I got Zul'Goth. Come on, just let me use it. Purple, yellow, and red is what we're frozen on. We don't have the doomed crossbow at the moment, but maybe we would after I do this. So I'm going to take this purple and hope for a doomed crossbow. It's not going to still be my turn no matter what. I'm frozen on red and yellow, so we can just see what happens. And Elementalist business there. I think we just Zul'Goth and hope that we hit Yao Gui with some skulls. It's pretty... It should. I could play it really safe and hit Zul'Goth with... Or hit Yao Gui with the Zul'Goth, but I think that's, like, too safe. I'm gonna hit their hero with the Zul and hope that some skulls kill the Yao Gui, I think. Alright, good. I was nervous I was going to miss, and then they're going to fire their Yao Gui and get an extra turn, and then hit me with some skulls, and could have went bad there. I think I got this, but it's all good. Let's see what y'all are saying. Chris says guild is level 176. Glorfindel says I'm Paragon again after retaining it last time, but only in bracket 5. I think my guild just rolled their eyes at my crazy teams. Yo, bracket 5's pretty up there, man. I'd say that's right when you're starting to get to the good competition. Bracket 5. So being Paragon at bracket 5 is I would definitely brag about that. Funky Town. Morning, Cinny and fellow sinners. Funky Town in the house, says Chris. Glorf says, Arc Proxy Avenger Bone Dragon. Ooh. Chris says, gotta get kids ready for school. Be back shortly. Cookie Man 420, what up? Supernova's here. How's it going? Supernova's a OG of Gems of War. Like another one. There's a lot of them here, but I don't say it very often. Supernova's been around a long time, the community. Just wanted to recognize real there, you know? But lots of y'all are like that. I just never said it about Supernova, so... Hey, Supernova! What's up? You've been around a long time, the community. Alright, how do we finish this off and get the most points and everything? Probably just, maybe Angry Mob it. Because I don't think the skulls are going to kill. And, the Doom Skulls, we don't... Oh, we do have this. I mean, we might be able to kill him with the combo. Yeah. 38 plus 71. Is that enough? 117. 38 plus 71. That's not enough, huh? Unless we get a little bit of extra somewhere. They are Doom Skulls, though, so... Yeah, it might be just enough. Let's see. Got it. That was more than enough. I was a little off. Anya is here. Angie's here. What up, Angie? My guild is in bracket 5 on the Switch. Nice. You're starting to get into the big leagues. Bracket 5. There's definitely a gigantic difference between bracket 1 and bracket 5. Don't get me wrong. But bracket 5 is where you start to get to the real competition, I would say. Like, I think I've only been in bracket 1 like once or twice, too, so... I barely know. But the one time we were there, we got, you know, banished back to bracket 2 pretty quick. And I don't even know if it was this guild or the other one or what. Can't remember. Alright, here we go with the third battle. You know how it goes with live streams. I really hope for this third win so I don't embarrass myself. So if we can lock in this third win, I'd be very happy. 2-0 right now. It's getting brutal, says Angie. Yeah. Get all these double empowered converting defensive teams with, you know, stuff in first slot. They can hit you for double damage based on your color, and they're really thinking about what they're trying to do here against you. Down in the lower brackets, you just got people setting 24 different defense, and like that's cool, but it's also not that hard to win. Up here, people definitely at least copy-paste teams that work on defense. All right, we got this big old brown. I think that's a good way to go. We don't have this. We're not frozen at all. They are frozen, but they're frozen on a crappy troop that I don't like. But they're also using a kind of weird team. The only thing that's really competent here is their ferocity. But who knows? I've seen teams before where I thought, what the heck are they doing? And they ended up getting me. So we'll take the brown and see what happens after that. That was a good start. We could take brown again. I wish we had this, though, right now, but we don't. I think we just go all in on the brown here. All right, let's look at this. They got brown gems to red. They're frozen on a mythic, and somehow they're still not going to be... They can still do their powered convert. I think if I take this, it like is a little bit better because they got a little bit of red and brown together here. I want to screw that up as much as possible. Angry mob. Alright, they had to have given me an extra turn, right? There's no possible way. How is that not an extra turn somewhere? That's crazy. Oh well, I'll just blow up the board and reset it. Okay. I can get blue and brown right here. Ooh, extra turn though. I don't have the convert with the skulls with the blue with the doom crossbow, so let's do this. Alright, I still don't have the doomed crossbow, but I got this blue extra turn, so let's take that and see what happens. We're just frozen on yellow and red. I just want to keep reminding myself so I don't screw that up. We got some skulls, so I don't really want them hitting me, but I got a barrier, so that's fine. Could like skull bait them. Let's get rid of this brown here. Unless we have this. Or this. We're looking for 2 conversions at the moment. We have neither one. So I'm going to take this. We have this conversion now. That's good. You can do a little X shape. And I think doing this would be better because we're going to enchant the strongest ally, which would be Zul'Goth, and he'll get up. But he'll get up anyway, so what's the point? I should probably just take this and then save my save this. I think I'm just going to take this and save this. Because if I enchant the strongest ally, it's going to probably enchant Zul'Goth, who's going to get up right now anyway. So that's stupid. So I'll do this. Now I need to get Ferocity out of here. But also the hero. Let's take the green first and see if we can line up that doomed crossbow before we cast the Zul'Goth. That'd be nice. Get a little free skulls here. There we go. Okay. Let's take this. Oh wait, we're frozen on red. Let's not take that. Alright, now we do Zul'Goth, and just one skull hit kills the Ferocity, so can't get backfired as easy. I'm going to take out their hero unless he's stealthy, then I'll take out Possessed King. Right? Right. Because we're frozen on red, so I can't take that red. Okay, let's do it. Hero. Dead Ferocity. We got Zul again. Let's go, baby. And 3-0, which is great on live stream because, you know, nobody wants to go 2-3 on live stream and look like a fool. 3-2, like, I could be having a bad day and, like, you know, every once in a while that actually happens. So I'm not. I would be mad. I'd definitely be mad if I went 3-2. But 2-3 would be ridiculous, and I would probably end the live stream because I'd be embarrassed. Glorfindel with the 5. Thank you so much. You're the man. Scion, Osha's Tome, the Emperor, and Queen Mab and Tidecaller is your starter for crazy teams. I've been one Scion team, bro. I don't know if I have the Emperor, though, right? Maybe I do. I'm not sure if I have the Emperor. Is that a pay troop? That's the only problem with people sometimes sharing teams with me, even if they're really awesome and stuff. Like, a lot of times in the comments, I'll have people, they'll give me teams of, like, the new dragons. And, like, yeah, I have a couple of those, but I probably, you know, they always say one I don't have. Like, I don't think a lot of people don't have all the dragons. So when you suggest a dragon team to me, like, chances are I probably don't have the color that you're suggesting. I only have brown and, like, red. So... But yeah, if anybody else here... I can't remember if the Emperors pay or not. I forget, but... Anybody else here wants to try that out? It's a tarot card. Maybe I just... Here, let's see. It is an older tarot card. I thought it was from a campaign or something. Maybe I do have the Emperor. I'm probably thinking of the Empress or something. Is it the Emperor or is it Emperor? It's probably the. Whenever I think it's not the, it is the. You know what I mean? Oh, there he is. I do have him. So never mind. I'll have to try that out. I think I was thinking of the Empress. Yeah, my bad. You can see what I was thinking, though, at least. There's two that are similarly named, that are both tarot cards. One of them's pay and one's not. Or maybe the Emperor was originally, but then I got him through the vault or something. These are all the cards I don't own, by the way. Most of them... One of them, weirdly, I think this one I just forgot to get. That's one that's kind of dumb. I think I just forgot to get this one. I don't know how that happened. I think it was the week where Chris Crinkle, maybe? I can't remember. There's some reason where I wasn't playing as much, and most of these are pay troops that I'm missing. If you want to know, like, all the pay troops. Except for Vrock Demon, I think. And Horde Mimic. I could get Medusa, but I think that was pay originally. And the dragons aren't pay, but they might as well be. But if you want to know, like, if a free-to-play player had everything except for the troops that you had to pay for, here's the list. Pretty much. Except for the Horde Mimic. And you could probably get some of these now, but it's kind of hard. You have to use keys or to use vault. You have to use some sort of key and get lucky. So, this is what most free-to-play players' list looks like of troops they don't have. Similar to this. Because that's it. I can't go down any further. I'm only missing 16 troops, and, you know, 13 of them are pay troops. Or, you know, whatever, 12. Something like that. Anyway, I do have the Emperor, is what I was looking at. So I have to try that Glorfindel, thank you. Maybe get with somebody on the Discord, and so I remember, because I'll forget. Alright, let's go with the Battle 4 here. Red Day Guild Wars, 3-0 so far. Went 5-0 yesterday. This is Bracket 3. This is Red Day. Let's go. Cookie Man says, I'm in Bracket 1 and it can be a pain, especially on Yellow Day. Yeah, I bet. Bracket 1 is hard. Like I said, I think I've been there once or twice. I can't even confirm for sure if I've even ever been there. I remember celebrating getting to Bracket 1 and then trying it and then getting repelled back down to Bracket 2 pretty quick. Is what I remember, but that was years ago at this point, so... Alright, we got the purple extra turn here. Do we have this? Green to purple. No. We'll probably take the purple extra turn and just see what happens from there. Hopefully lots. Alright, they have blue to red and brown to red, and they're not frozen on red yet, which is a problem. We got this green here we could take and get the brown extra turn up top, so that's good. Maybe. I think this brown's going to screw it up. That sucks. Huh. It might not. I think it does, though. So if I take this, it all just, like, the brown disappears, too. So then, like, these two fall also. That's annoying. I hate when you have something like this. Normally, I would take this and I would get this extra turn up here. What's up, Vishal? What's up, Mumvin? Another snow day? Uh-oh. You can lose because you get a bad start board, which can... Yeah, that happens a lot. Here, I'm, like, thinking, like, if I take this green, I'm pretty sure I don't get this up here, right? Because this brown's going to disappear as well, which is going to make this fall. Just kind of... Sometimes it all happens at the same time and you actually get it, and sometimes it doesn't and you don't. I think this would happen first, and then this would not happen up here. Yeah, barely recovered from the chatathon. I know. I usually skip a stream like this, honestly. Like the next one. Just to give myself a break. Man, I don't know what to do. I think I'm just going to take brown up or something. Let them maybe skull bait them. I hope they take skulls instead of doing their thing. They got brown to red. Blue to red. They got that over here. That sucks. So they're going to be doing that for sure. I might just do this crap just to see what happens, but... Because I might get brown either way. But then they have maybe a skull. But they're entangled, so... Oh, come on. You couldn't give me the extra turn. Alright, we got this. We got this. We're fine. Oh, if you could just give me my conversion, I'd be very happy. Oh, but I'll take this. That's fine. Could give me my conversion, I would be happy, though. Ooh, I might have to kill this thing with skulls just to get it out of here. Or it might... It would be nice to get it out of here. Let's get it out of here. I don't want to... That's like less red that they can make. Now we'll do Angry Mob. Oh. Okay, come on, man. This conversion just sitting there and not happening for the whole battle. Got this. That's all. Oh, yeah, you're getting out of here. You're getting out of here, boy. Get out of here, Yao Guay. See, here I think I would cast Zul'Goth instead of taking this. Just leave as many skulls up as you can instead of taking... Like, I could take this and this down here, and that's, like, guaranteed stuff. But I could also instant kill and put a bunch of skulls on the board and leave a bunch of skulls there. So I think that's the way to go. So I'll instant kill the hero. And just leaving all those skulls up made it so I didn't have to do, like, 3 things. I just had to do 1. Just probably better for my score. Maybe. I don't know, though. Like I was saying earlier, with the skull spam, you get more points. So the instant kill took away some points, but it is what it is. What I recommend to people is go 5-0 if you can. Like, who cares how you get there? As long as you're using the color of the day. And even early on, as a beginner, set your 24 different defends. Use a team. You don't even have to use the color of the day at first. You got to work your way up to that point. There's always such a spectrum in this game. You can't give advice, like, across the board. If you're a beginner, you're going to want to set your 24 different defends and just win. Like, win. Just do whatever you can. Use your Rowan team the whole week. Use your Gold Farm team the whole week. Use Gob Truffle the whole week. Who cares? Just get some points for your guild, basically. Eventually, you're going to use the color of the day, though, like mid-game-ish. And then from then on out. I've seen people bragging. Like, people get scared, though, to use the color of the day. But you score so much more points, it's crazy. You can go 5-0 all week and not use the color of the day. And somebody can go 4-1 all week using the color of the day, and they'll beat you. Their score will be higher than yours. Even sometimes a 3-2 will beat a 5-0 if you use the right color. The people that are chicken, that keep using like the same team all week and it's not the color of the day, and they just don't want to lose and they're afraid to lose, that's kind of the people that'll hurt your guild eventually. So you want to make sure everybody's trying to use the color of the day if you're a higher level guild for sure. But there's definitely exceptions and points. I'm this point in the game, so I'm just trying to... Like, I get smashed in Guild Wars, so I'm just trying to do my thing. So I'm going to use this team all week. It's fine. But there are some people that should be using the color of the day, and they're just not doing that. Just because they're scared to lose. Seen that before, for sure. Like, I remember being in a guild back in the day. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Maybe even before Bats Out of Hail. And, like, seeing people go 5-0 all week, and then I don't, but I beat them. Like, my score is higher. And I'm like, yep, that person's not using the right colors. Like, you can tell. So they're trying to, like, save face by not losing, but everybody can tell when you're not using the right colors. So you're not really saving face. I think being brave and using the color of the day and losing 1 or 2 battles is way better than being a chicken and using not the color of the day the whole week and not losing, like being scared to lose. People will respect it more if you try to use the color of the day and you like lose than if you don't and you refuse and you go 5-0. Because you're never going to get better. You're just going to keep being not so good. Gotta get brave. Be a big brave boy. Or girl. All right, here we go. We're 4-0. Yeah, boys and girls. So 4-1, you know, don't want it, but I would take it, especially live. So let's see what we can do here. Got the Paragon. Shall's here. Mummin. Delco says, can't believe. Yeah. Mummin says, took a break from the game and the dungeon has been changed. Yeah, dungeon's way different now. It's kind of another Guild Wars type thing where you get annoyed. It's drained a lot of gems out of a lot of accounts. Michelle says, Cinny, I know you will say no, but can you try Duelahan and Flaming Oni team once in Brown Guild Wars? You can change the Leprechaun to a Brown empowered troop. Yeah, I'm not going to change my Guild Wars team ever. Not like on the fly. I would try that team outside of Guild Wars, though, but maybe not today. I'm trying to make this stream shorter. Because like Delco said, we just had a 8-hour live stream on Saturday, and I don't want to overdo it today, so... Alright, we got, should we take this? Yeah, I think so. It's not going to mess this up, right? I might have Lightning Strike on, though. What do I want more, brown or purple? Probably brown. I think the Angry Mob is more important at the beginning of the battle. So I hope Lightning Strike doesn't screw this up. I don't even know if I have it on or not, but it might. And of course they're not frozen on the right colors again. Ah, stupid Lightning Strike. I knew it. Alright, now what? They're going to be doing blue to red. Or, brown to red. So they don't have either one of them. I might just take the Doom Skulls and just hope they don't get their conversion. There's a brown storm. I guess brown could fall after this red a couple times. That would suck. Nothing I could really do about it, I guess. I could take the skulls this way and just hope. I think that's smarter. If I take it this way, I mean, I think it blows up that red, though, so... Just worried like a bunch of brown's gonna fall after this red, maybe. I think I'm just gonna try it here. Oh, now they got the blue and red there. Guess I'll take the red to deny their conversion. We got it with both. Of course, they got it, kinda. Are they frozen? Yeah, they're frozen now. Good. Alright, I'm still not out of the woods yet here. We don't have our conversion. I could take this, but I still got a lot of mana to go on that Zul'Goth, and that's all it's gonna do is put a little bit of gas in a gigantic tank. I mean, we gotta get started at some point, but I'd almost rather... wish there's brown, but there's no brown. They still got the blue to red. I'm taking blue off the board. I guess that's the best thing I could do. These are going to fall 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't think that gives it to him. Okay, that was ouchie. You still don't have our conversion. Take the brown. Huh. Is this extra turn right here? Think so. Let's take that. The skulls will fall and make a little cross. No conversion. We got this down here, but we also got this up here, which would get up Zul'Goth. I think that's more important. Let's do that. Now we got this. Might as well put those skulls on the board. Now I'm not going to take this off, remember? Leave it up there. Leave all those skulls on the board. Might take this red, though. It's an extra turn. It'll get up the doomed crossbow. Oh, there goes the skulls, but we just charged up a weapon. It's fine. Let's take this purple, too. And now I'm going to hit Yao Gui. Or no, because they got their hero, too. Well, but Yao Gui's charged up. And they both have full health, so I think I'm going to instant kill the Yao Gui. Just want to make sure he doesn't cast again. I think this might take care of it. 38. And then 71 plus like a couple here. I think we could do this. Cool, went 5-0, and I probably got a pretty high score. I'm gonna guess. What do you guys think? What'd I get there? Did I lose any troops? I don't think I lost any troops. I think I was, you know, thinking about my score the whole time. I did instant kill with Zul'Goth though, so I can't get like a 96 or 97 because I was instant killing at least once a battle. So I'm thinking my score is probably, I'd say high 94, maybe like 94, close to 95. I'm gonna say 9,500 flat. 95 flat. It's probably more like a high 94, but I'm gonna guess 95 flat. All right, we got some guesses in the chat. Let's go. Let's see who can get closest. Let's Price is Right it. What do you think I got? Michelle says, since Emperor Nezara is brown too, it would go. You try it and let me know. I'm too scared. I'm a chicken to change my Guild Wars teams on the fly like that, you know? Delco says it's crazy how good the Soulforge have been. Yeah, this week and last week, like it's been... I couldn't say, like, best Soulforge ever again. Like, I forget what was in the one where it was the best one ever that I said. It was like the Wild Queen and something else. The Wild Queen. It was like 2 top 10s, right? Or close to that. It was like Mistralis and the Wild Queen and something. What was it that one week where it was the best Soulforge ever? It was really close to this week, because this week's almost the best one ever, too. We got High King Iron Gut, Flaming Oni, Infernus. That's not bad, but that's like one for sure top 10, and like the rest is not. And then like The Wild Queen's a for sure top 10, but Mistralis I think is closer than Flaming Oni to a top 10. So I think the other week beats it out by a little bit. So I think I'm still good on that. All right, man. Thanks, Chad, for joining us today, bro. And for the 10, I really appreciate it, man. I hope you have a good appointment. Hopefully you're still here to hear that. Everybody's guessing. Let's see. We got Cookie Man with the 95.30. We got Glorfindel with the 94.50. Cookie Man with the 95.34. Mumvin with the 93.85. Could be right there. Anya with the 94.75. Let's go see. I said 95 flat. Whoa! Way higher than I thought. Maybe them insta kills don't, like, hurt you as much as I thought. 96.11. Who got closest? Cookie Man, you got it. Cookie Man got the win there. Guessed it right. I was second closest, I guess. Cookie Man went a little bit higher than me. That's how you do the prices right. You gotta go a little bit higher than the highest person. Like if they do 100, you say 101. Or if they go like super high, you gotta say $1. Remember? That's how you play the prices right. You always gotta go second. And then like, if they go way too high, you just say $1. And if they go too low, you just go like a little bit over them. So you always want to go second on the prices right. 96.11, I'll definitely take that. That's better than yesterday. So we got how much? 19,098. I'm just looking to improve. Whenever I do terrible like this, I'm just looking to go up a little bit. We'll just get the ball rolling again. I'm not like thinking about Paragon. Let's move back up. Let's be less embarrassed about where we are as a YouTuber with a channel in the middle of the pack. Let's make it a little bit better. Come on, man. I'm doing good so far, though. 19,098. Yeah. Doing good. I think only one person, maybe. Downtown has more than me. I think I'm in second place right now, but a lot of people haven't gone yet. Which means nothing at the beginning of the week. You can just throw it out the window. If you think about anything about Guild Wars at the beginning of the week, man, especially if you're going 5-0, you're going to go 3-2 on like Saturday and throw it down the toilet. So it really doesn't matter what's happening yet. The first 2 days. Can't really tell nothing yet. All right, so we're almost at an hour, so let me go show a World Event team. Let's talk about the Vault thing again real quick at the end here. On the forum, on the thread, information about bans, the dev Kafka said the next Vault event is going to be next weekend. She said the weekend of February 11th. It says on Terrence World it's going to be February 17th. But she's saying it's going to be next weekend, which is Super Bowl weekend. But just there you go. I mean, a dev said we're having a Vault next weekend. It's not... They haven't made an official announcement yet. It's not on Terrence World yet. But they would have to be lying, I guess. And they said they said it's going to happen next weekend. So we can hold them to that, I guess. Unless they go in there and delete their message. But a lot of people have seen it already. I've said it on live stream now. The dev said it's going to be next weekend. So hopefully they're telling the truth. And I don't see why they would lie. But next weekend, Vault event. Hopefully they have them back-to-back. Because that would be actually making up for something. Be better than not doing it back-to-back. I don't know. The sooner the better. Alright, let's do a little bit of World Event, then I gotta get out of here. Show the teams. Show a team. I was just continuing with this. You know, this was really good. I think this is better than Wolf Garrick. I can hit 2 enemies, one-shot them, and then also devour. So I can hit 3 things with one cast, sometimes. Wolf Garrick is like, every single time you're going to have to cast it twice. Which is the same here, but these are commons with 11 mana. Like, they're not mythics. They're way easier to get. So in comparing a mythic to a common, I think Persistence is easier to get, and it does about the same thing as Wolf Garrick. So If you don't have Wolf Garrick, don't fear, you can use Persistence. And if you don't have either, use Dawnbringer, Fiendfire, Dancing Daggers, Black Manacles, some sort of weapon that hits all enemies, I would say. It's the way to go if you don't. I think the way to go anyway is a weapon that hits all enemies. I think that's the best thing you could do this week. I got my medals on. I didn't collect my rewards though, but I just did, like, I think this morning, so we probably don't have any. Let's run a battle. Alright, Chad. Was the score for Guild Wars, Chad? Delco said in one of your videos, you say that in order to increase your tribute chance, you gotta level up the kingdom powers. Is it worth burning all the trait stones early or save them for the good troops? I would save them. You can concentrate on your magic kingdoms. Early in the game, you don't want to, like, as far as I'm concerned, the way I've done 2 new account playthroughs now, like the way the game is now, you don't want to burn up resources on kingdom level and kingdom power. So I would save them for troops right now, unless you're trying to level up, unless you're trying to do your magic kingdoms, which is very important. But they'll ask you to do like a specific thing, so it's not gonna, you know, the magic kingdoms will say like trait some troops eventually. But like, check out my first 5 teams video, and then save stuff for those troops. Once you have all that stuff figured out, you can start spending on your kingdom power and whatnot. You want to get in a guild and stay in a guild. Like, there's more important things than your kingdom power. It is important, but it's kind of like, oh, I've overcorrected the community, I think. Like, early on, nobody was caring about their kingdom level and power, and, like, everybody was asking about how to get more stats. And then I was, like, drilling it, like, your kingdom level and power, that's how you get stats, And then I think it's an overcorrection happened at some point. Now people, like, worry about their kingdom power straight out the gate, like, way too much. So it's a middle ground. You worry about it eventually, but you don't jump on the game and start thinking about it before you do, like, 10 other things. And you would want to make sure you have souls and trait stones and stuff for the troops you're using, or that you may have to use soon. So you don't want to, like, take all your trait stones down to 0 just to do a kingdom power. The way I always did it was, like, I would go, I'm going to do magic kingdoms now, and I would go to a magic kingdom, and I would see, do I have enough for this? If I don't spend anything. Like, there's 3 things they ask you to do, right? And let's say I have none of them done. I could get the first 2 done, but I don't have enough for the 3rd one. I wouldn't even do the first 2, because it's not going to get you nothing. Only do things when it's going to get you something. In my opinion, in this game. Don't prepare for the future. Don't do your challenges all the way. Don't get your classes to 100 that suck. Don't, like, don't do kingdom powers and only do 2 out of the 3. Make sure you can do all 3. And you could tell, like, before you push the button that you can do it or not. You know what I mean? Like, go check all 3 of them before you commit to even one of them. Because you're just wasting at that point. You could go to a different kingdom and have enough for all 3. If you start on that first kingdom and you do 2 of them, and then you don't have enough for the 3rd one, the stuff you used on the first 2, maybe you could have used in another kingdom and got all 3. But you just wasted them and they're gone. So make sure you, like, pay attention to stuff. Before you, like, commit to something, make sure you, like, try it in several different spots. And, like, don't... Because once you, like, give those trait stones to that troop, they're gone forever. So go look around and make sure that's where you exactly want to spend them and stuff like that. You got to be frugal like that. You can't just willy-nilly stuff. You got to... Okay, once I spend these on this, they're gone. And they're not coming back, so let me go to a different kingdom and see if I can do all 3 things and actually get something before I commit them to this one where I can't. That's what I always did anyway, like even from the beginning. Even on this account. I would never... I think people are doing that too. There's somewhere people are wasting souls, there's somewhere people are wasting gold, there's somewhere people are wasting trait stones, and I'm trying to figure it out because I didn't have any kind of problems on either new account playthrough with running out of anything. Because I'm specifically thinking about the things I'm doing at the time and the teams I'm using at the time, and I'm not, like, committing resources to things that aren't immediately fruitful. Just make sure everything you do is, like, immediately gives you something. And, like, investing into a kingdom power where you can't do all 3 of them and you get nothing out of it, there's no point because you're not getting anything. Wait until you have enough to do all 3 and then do it. But Magic Kingdoms are important, but still, you could do a different Magic Kingdom, you know what I mean? Like, you can invest these resources into the first 2 things they're asking you to do on a Magic Kingdom, and that's better than doing it on like an attack or a HP or a armor kingdom. But you could take those resources that you're about to commit and take them to another Magic Kingdom and be closer or get it done, or maybe you need that stuff for a troop in the future, but you're not getting anything out of it by doing like 2 out of 3. Somewhere some people are buying chests with gold, maybe. There's places where people are wasting and then thinking they need to gold farm and soul farm and stuff like that, which if you don't waste, if you treat everything like it's gone forever once you use it, you need to have the free-to-play mentality, even if you're spending money. I think everybody that would be beneficial to have the free-to-play mentality. Even if you're buying Death Knight Armor, Campaign Pass, and Kingdom Pass like I recommend, still have the free-to-play mentality or else you're going to run out of stuff. I think that's what's made everything easier for me is like I have the free-to-play mentality 100% of the time, always. Like I know I can never get this stuff back. I can't just go buy more. So I'm like really frugal with everything. As soon as people invest any kind of money into the game, they're like, well, you know, if I run out, I can just do that again. We'll try to have the free-to-play mentality, even if you spend money. I think that's the difference I've figured out. It's the free-to-play mentality. Every trade stone's important to me. Every soul, every piece of gold is important. So I'm making sure like I'm getting something out of it every time. I'm not RNG and stuff. I'm not hoping and praying when I use stuff. I'm spending it, and it's giving me something immediately when I spend it. And if it's not, I'm saving it up, and I got it for the future when it will give me something immediately. I'm not going to go buy a bunch of chests with glory. I'm not going to go buy a bunch of gem chests with gems. That's a RNG. That's a maybe. That's not a guarantee. If I spend gems on an event for a guild, that's a guarantee. I could stay in the guild. I'm helping the guild. We're going to get to the rewards. That's an investment, and I know I'm going to get something out of it. Blowing gems on a chest, I could get nothing out of it. I'm not going to do that. It's a free-to-play mentality. Every single resource is valuable, and you don't just throw it away, and you don't just willy-nilly it. You got to make sure you're getting something out of it every single time you use it. Or else why? Just let it stack up, and then use it when you need it. There's nothing in the game where like, oh my god, I got to do this now or else. There's never anything like that. The worst thing that could happen is like trying to stay in a guild, and you got to give gold to the guild or else they're going to kick you out. But plan ahead for that. Never spend the gold. Make sure you have it. That's very... I don't know. I would never, like, run out of gold if I had to spend... If I had a guild task. I would always have that set to the side, and I would never spend it. Because I'm going to make sure I can stay in this guild. I'm going to make sure I have enough for the next week. I'm going to know, like, oh, I'm going to get this much, so it's okay to spend this much, but not this much. It's that free-to-play mentality. I think everybody should have it. Even if you spend money. Just think like, oh, well, don't ever think like, oh, I can just go buy more. I can just go spend some more money. Don't think like that. Even if it's true, you could save a little bit of money. That's my goal. Like helping people save money and play the game without spending money and you know, helping everybody out. I bet you I've saved lots of people lots of money in this game. That's another reason I think they don't like me. They never like come out and said they hate me or anything. But I'm always on their ass about stuff, and I'm always trying to get people to not spend money and teaching them how not to spend money. Like, wouldn't you hate me too? And this is the guy like making it so we get less money. Anyway, this is the low-level team for the event. The high-level team, I would just do something with Dawnbringer. That's my recommendation. If you're doing Wolf Garrick, I'm not mad at it. I don't like it though. I don't like it first. I think if you got a good weapon, hitting all enemies is always better. I think Persistence is more fun than Wolf Garrick, and it can kill 3 things at once instead of just 2. and it's common. So, I don't know why I'm dogging on Wolf Garrick. I just don't like when... I don't think that's the way to go a lot of the time, is that mythic that, you know, doesn't even hit all enemies. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I'm just going to cut it a little, not even short. It's just an hour. It's been an hour. I just did the chatathon Saturday. I don't want to, like, wreck my voice. And I'll be back on, is it Saturday or Sunday this weekend? I'm trying to think if I have anything to do or... What's going on this weekend? We got the new Mythic. So yeah, a lot of stuff happening on Friday. New Mythic and Faction. So I'm going to be going super hard on Friday. Probably be like 3 videos. But tomorrow we got the class event video. I probably won't do anything extra because I'm going to be putting out so much on Friday. I'll probably just do the class event video tomorrow. EverQuest, I know no one cares here, but I'm going to try to get that out by Thursday night at the latest. And then, like, Friday's going to be loaded with, like, 3 videos. New Mythic in the morning, early, probably first. Then the Faction video shortly thereafter, like an hour at the most, I think, maybe 2. Then the Pure Faction, when I get it done, and I'm getting it done right now, so like, you're going to have the fresh team from right now. Like, stuff has changed. I'm sure old Pure Faction teams still work and everything, but I just think it's a little bit cooler and like 100%. Like, this works right now, you know? So I'll be getting that done this weekend too, like I always do with the factions I don't have at 500. I'm going to try to, at the latest, it'll be Saturday morning, butt crack of dawn. I'll have that Pure Faction done and out for you on video. And then, like, a live stream, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday. Saturday it sucks because then I can't put spoilers out until Sunday, and then Sunday sucks because people have church and people like Saturdays better, so I don't know. I kind of want to switch it back to Sunday, but I hate that. I like having it on Saturday. And you could say, like, oh, we'll just do the spoilers, like, on Saturday, and then I don't have nothing for Sunday, and I got a ton to do on Friday, and I don't want to, like, I have a ton to do on Friday, and I got to play a ton on Friday to get to 500. I don't want to, like, also do spoilers Saturday morning, or even Saturday at all, because I'm going to do a live stream and spoilers after I just did a faction for 3-4 hours to 500 and 3 videos. So most likely I would say we'll live stream Saturday, and I'll just put out spoilers on Sunday, and it just is what it is. And I'll have to, like, I'll switch it up whenever I can. We'll go back and forth. Whenever I can do a live stream on, or whenever I can do spoilers on Saturday, I will. It sucks for me mostly. Like, for you guys, you probably don't care either way, but it's just when somebody, like, spoilers is something you're only going to watch once. If 5 people put out spoiler videos, you're not going to watch all 5. Like, I know, 100%. You might watch 2 or 3. You love 2 or 3 people. Like, that's fine, but there are people who are not going to watch 5 spoiler videos. Let's just say there's 5 spoiler videos. You're going to watch the first one for sure. You watch the second one because you like that guy, and he might have a tiny bit of different information. He might say something slightly different. He might do it a slightly different. Maybe you watch a third one. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. You're not going to watch 4, and you're not going to watch 5. I guarantee it. Why would you watch the same video 5 times? So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, like, anybody, I don't like them or whatever. Like, I'm just saying, like, it sucks for me if there's multiple of the same exact thing out there. Because if you've already seen it twice, you're not going to watch it again. So the sooner I put it out, the better. That's the only reason I'm thinking about switching the live stream back to Sunday. And it's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's somebody else's fault once again. And it's annoying. And that's why I get annoyed by them. Anyway, let's catch up in the chat. Say goodbye. All right, thank you, Chris. Yeah, I went 5-0 on live stream. Red Day. Glorf says, don't get that cuz Yao Gui. Yeah. Let me see where I'm at here in the chat here. Supernova says, I used my Zool slaughter team yesterday and got 9,602. Nice. The instant kill only loses you 10 points a cast. Well, that's not even really worth thinking about then, huh? Chris says, is Flaming Oni worth crafting if I don't have a second Iron Hawk? I don't think so. Because Ironhawk's coming soon. If we had just seen Ironhawk and we had a whole cycle to go, it'd be a different story, but Ironhawk is coming soon. So I would just save it. Flaming Oni's cool and I love it and it's one of my favorite mythics and like I'm biased and everything and I'll still say no. Like you should save for the Ironhawk. Cookie Man says magic attack, armor, life upgrade, kingdoms in that order. Yeah. Mike D, what up, bro? I'm getting out of here though. Delco said someone told me to use the orbs to level troops up in order to save resources. Is that smart? I will have to save up for Zul'Goth and Dawnbringer. You don't use orbs until like you can use them on very important troops if you want, but you gotta be able to craft Zul'Goth, and I think it takes like certain orbs, right? If you have enough orbs to, if you have enough for Zul'Goth, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't use like green orbs on troops. Maybe here and there. If it's a very important, like I said earlier, if it's a team you're gonna use right now and you're gonna use it for a while, like if you watch that first 5 team video, if it's your Goblin team or your Rowan team or your Gobtruffle team or your Key team or your Guardian team or whatever, one of those very important teams you're gonna keep using over and over and over, then go for it. Use like an orb, like once. On one troop, you know what I mean? But otherwise, save them up, because you're going to need them for the Zul'Goth eventually. And it's hard. It takes a long time to save those. You want to get a start on it, even as a beginner. But yeah, if it's going to immediately help a team that you're using more than once, then yeah. But I feel like people are, we got an event the event's only going for this one day. It's like a faction event or something. You're not gonna, don't blow an orb on a troop. Don't blow souls on a troop. You can do it without even leveling the troop sometimes. Like, if it's only going to be for the one event for one day, don't blow resources. You can get it done some other way or without even leveling stuff up. I was doing that on my new account. You get into a guild, like, you want to help your guild and stuff, but you don't even have to level the troops up. Just use the metal, use level 1 troops with your hero, and you can, like, do your part. Don't waste the souls if you're only going to play a little bit and do your part. Like, you don't need to level up every single thing you use all the time. You don't need to fully trait every single thing you use all the time. Only do that to things that you're going to use over and over and over for weeks and weeks and weeks. Or something you can like, okay, this event, I'm using it. I'm probably going to use it again. It's Chalcedony or something. Like, this is Angry Mob or Chalcedony or an important troop that you know you're going to use again. That's fine. But always prioritize the stuff you're using right now and over and over and over and over and over. And otherwise, save up. Don't blow stuff on stuff you're going to use once. It's not worth it. Like, bounties, kind of like a different... Like, if you're doing it on a bounty troop, like, you're going to use those troops again one day. Like, that's fine. But if it's just, like, a random troop that you're using for an event, like a faction event or a class event, or even, like, a week-long guild event, don't use your last resource on something. Like, you can get it done either other way. You just use Black Manacles with your hero and just plop in some other crap. You'll be fine. You don't have to, like... You're going to be okay. You got the medals. You got your Black Manacles. You got your hero. Do what you can. If you start dying, then you're done. You don't have to, like, use your resources on stuff. Just do what you can. If you can't get past the next battle, that doesn't mean you have to waste all your resources to get the next battle done. Just stop. You're good. You're obviously a beginner. You're not going to be, like, number 1 in the guild. Just do what you can. But yeah, Delco, like, in very specific situations on very important troops, you can use orbs. I used a orb on, like, a Leprechaun. I'm going to use Leprechaun a bunch. So maybe I used a blue orb. Maybe I used a orange orb. Because I'm going to use it a bunch. So, like a Leprechaun or a Rowan or something you're definitely, like Gobtruffle, like stuff you're going to know you're going to use over and over and over and over. Yeah, you can commit those resources to those things. But if it's like a random, like, I don't know. It would have to be like a random event. Like Persistence you could do because it's a Guardian you might use again. It's not a good example. If you're just randomly using like Wolf Garrick for this or something, you're not going to commit a bunch of resources to leveling up Wolf Garrick, or like if you happen to somehow get Wolf Garrick and you're a beginner, you're not going to use orbs on it for this one event. That's a waste. You're not going to use them ever again. So they're down the toilet for a couple points that no one cares whether you get or you don't get. So, Glorfindel says, Deltoid you can, but be careful. Souls are easy to get for level up. Small orange orbs are okay to trade a troop, especially third trait. Yeah, that's a good point, the third trait. But only on good troops you're going to use. Don't just willy-nilly it on anything. Just because you're using something one time in one event, don't waste resources. You can get it done with, you can do it with level 1 troops that aren't leveled up. At least as my new, I'm talking about like new account beginner type of stuff, not like mid-game or end-game. You should have resources at that point. You should have been like saving up and not spending already. Because you've been playing, if you've been playing this game for months and months and months and months, you should already have a stack. You should be able to level stuff up when you need to. At that point, yeah, go for it. But as a beginner, when you're like running out, you're looking for gold. If you're looking for gold farming and soul farming teams, that's almost like a signal that you're doing something wrong, honestly. It's either that or you just want to go super duper hard and you're playing for 5-6 hours a day and you're just looking for something else to do. Mumvin says I need time to farm souls. We got Vault event coming up, Mumvin. Just put aside time and do that super hard. I guarantee you it'll be way better. You'll get everything else too. Don't farm souls. Just play the Vault event super duper hard when it comes through. It's way better. You'll get everything else too. Chad, okie dokie. Gently caress that button, man. No problem, Chris. We'll see ya. Mumvin says, how high do you buy the Horde to kill a level 500 Delve? I usually go like 155. You can do it for lower, and you can do it for higher. Depends. Some people do a 111. Some people do 133. There's like soft caps. You want to go till you get like a Let's go to the underworld because I'll be doing this weekend. Fang more. So right now I should probably be doing 3 delves a day to get some treasure to prepare, but I'm not. But here's Fang more, for example. I'm gonna level up this horde. Like if I go to 111, you'll see it's a soft cap. You see how I get 2 magic there? Instead of 1, instead of like some other stat that's not as important. Like magic's the most important stat. And then I get 2 of them. So that's what I call a soft cap. So I would go to 111 or 133. See how I get 2 again? And that's because I have the associated kingdom to a certain level as well. But even if you only get 1 magic, it's still a soft cap. Because it's magic, the most important stat. So if you're only getting 1, that just means you don't have the associated kingdom leveled up. And then you're also getting potions up here. As I, like the soft caps that I say, you're also getting potions like either right before or right after or whatever. You see the potions popping up? So if I go to 133, bang, a potion just popped up and I'm getting 2 magic, that's a soft cap. So I recommend 111, 133, 155, 177. Those are the ones I recommend, depending on how hard it is. Sometimes I'll just go straight to 155 because it's like right in the middle. And it's like I'm just preparing and I'm gonna commit these resources to this event because it's the thing I need to do right now. So I'll go to 155 where I get 2 magic and I just got a potion of blessing. So my soft cap 155. If it's harder, I might go to 177. If somebody says this one's super easy, I might just try 133 or 111. But most times I do 155. To answer your question, TLDR, 155. I always got to over-explain, though. Funky Town says, I personally look for different teams. I get bored using the same old, same old. Yeah, that's going to happen the longer you play the game. I feel like that, too. Like, when I make videos, like my Tuesday video, it's like Chalcedony, Tesla, it's like the same old crap. Sometimes I do. You've seen me lately, though. I've been trying to make some videos where I use, like, off-the-beaten-track teams for those events because it's like, you already know the answer. Like, this is a Gobtruffle faction. This is a Chalcedony faction. Like, you already know. This is Zul'Goth and High King Irongut faction. This is the Guards Avatar, Sir Quentin Hadley. Like, most people already know what to use. So, yeah, I feel you on that. Except for in my case, it's like a YouTube video thing more than like I'm bored. And you know, I feel you on that though. I hate making the same video over and over with the same freaking teams. That happens a lot with the faction event. Because, like, what are you going to do? It's the same colors again. It's like, this troop is so OP, and this is the team that you should use. Like, it's hard not to, like, recommend it every single time. 5 spoilers, Groundhog Day. Michael Hernmo says, is it worth it to spend time on treasure hunt? No, not in my opinion, not at all. And you'll have different levels of people telling you yes or no on that. Most people will say no, though, these days. But for me, it's a big time no. 100% no, treasure hunt is not worth playing at all. It's a waste of time. It's not even Gems of War. Go play a different game if you're going to play treasure hunt, honestly. Go play something else, because it barely helps you in this game, and it's nothing to do with this game. Like, you don't get better at this game. All you get's a tiny bit of resources. You could go, like... The thing is, like, you could play something else, get the same resources, and be getting better at the game at the same time. Even if, let's say, the treasure hunt gives you a tiny bit more of something. But it's not even the game, though. Like, you're not even getting better at the game. Like, if you play something else, you're probably getting the same amount of resources, but you're also playing Gems of War, and you're getting better at the game. You're not just playing some weird side game that has nothing to do with Gems of War. So, most beginners will get, like, those will be the people that play the treasure hunt, and then they'll realize at some point, oh, this is doing nothing. Like, this is a whole different game that's not even Gems of War. Like, I recommend not playing treasure hunt. Just don't touch it unless there's some kind of thing. It's like a campaign task. Maybe you don't want to re-roll, or sometimes it makes you play it here and there. But even those, I just re-roll them, play something else. Delco says nope unless you want to learn. Even that, though, Delco, the gems don't match the same. There's not the 6 colors. They don't disappear and fall the same. They get replaced and change into something else. So even if you're trying to learn how to match gems, it's completely different. It's like, it's a bad habit. Treasure hunt will make you not, like, worse at the game. Funky Town loves the new teams. Delco said I effed up my Underworld levels. I was level 60 before I figured out I should have kept it at level 20. No, there's no way to de-level, but just, you can, if you already did City of Thieves to 60 or something, you can switch to the Warrens and, like, do the Warrens instead. Just choose a different kingdom, or a different faction to make your farming faction. Like, there's Silver Necropolis, there's the Warrens, there's City of Thieves, Worm Run, I think maybe is the other one. There's a bunch of them. There's, like, 5 of them that are okay to farm. So unless you have all of those to 60, but even then you could use your Rowan team on 50 on City of Thieves and probably be fine. So it's not a big deal anymore. It used to be a gigantic deal because we couldn't go backwards and there was no 50 and you were effed. But nowadays, like, they save that 50, so it's just a little bit harder at worst. Or you could just go to a different faction. Warrens, like I said, pick a different one. Treasure hunt sucks balls. Yep, I agree. Glorf says no, Delco. It would offer you level 50 as minimum. City of Thieves, Warrens, or Silver Necropolis. Exactly. Alright, y'all. I'm going to jump off here. Appreciate your time. Thank you for joining me. You guys are the best. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel. Comment below. And I'll see y'all for that class event video. And then, like, 3 videos on Friday. Because new Mythic, Faction, Pure Faction. And then we'll be back at the live streams on Saturday for one more at least. Let's try Saturday. So next live stream Saturday, 10:30 a.m. EST. That's the schedule. Thank you for joining me. Glorfindel, Mr. Extreme, Delco, Funky Town, Mumvin, Supernova, Mikhail, Chris, Funky Town, Mumvin, Chris, Chad, Clip Bomb, Delco, Chad, Mike D, Funky Town Chris, Cookie Man 420, Supernova. You know, you guys, like, if you keep me, like, on Gems of War and, like, asking me questions about Gems of War and, like, the game and the mechanics, like, you see how I don't go off on crazy rants and, like, see, that's what I need. I need y'all to, like, we need more people here asking me about the game. It's when I'm left to my own devices that I get into trouble. When I have to fill the time with my own commentary, the stuff comes out of my head is not good. So, You guys keep asking me questions or keep bringing up topics or keep me on the straight and narrow. You guys are steering this train. I'm just the engine that's out of control. You guys got to steer it. Chris and Delco and Anya and Mumvin and Cookie Man, like one person here. If you don't like something I'm saying, you could totally put me on a different topic easily. It's like choose your own adventure. It's like that. Vishal and Chad and Delco, Mumvin, Supernova, Funky, Angie, Haythorn, Cookie Man, because we had an awesome live stream. I didn't say anything bad. Supernova, Angie, Anya, and it's all because of you. You guys made this an awesome live stream. Like, 99% of the time, it's y'all, not me, that makes a good live stream. Because you could, like, steer the live stream. You could steer it to somewhere fun, and then I'm on, yeah. Put me in my good wheelhouse. Chris, Fear, Diabolus, the 6-month shout out there. Chad with the 10, thank you so much, bro. Puppet Master for 20 months. Chris Lazama, Will Dobson. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Let me go to the bottom. Jim's ate your soul. Yeah, I've heard people say, like, they quit and they don't miss it. But right now, all of us are addicted, so we're not quitting. But they keep doing things that make us mad, and we'll break away and quit one day, I guess. I don't know. It's a free-to-play game. They update it every week. There's so many good things about it, so can't, like, speak down on it too much. We wish it was perfect, but it's not, so. But yeah, I'll see y'all. Have a great one. No problem, Delco. Yeah, great community here. If you need an answer, they're smart. They're just as smart as me, so. We'll see y'all. Have a great one. Peace out.